What's up, guys? Welcome to LT7. I'm going to review a couple of naming conventions. I did my best to try and draw some congruent triangles. Let's review what the word congruent means. The symbol for congruent is an equal sign with kind of like a tilde over it, a little swerve. Okay, this means congruent. Congruent. Okay, and congruent means that it's the same shape and same size. Okay, so I did my best, obviously without a grid and without a ruler. That's as good as it's going to get on making two triangles that are congruent, meaning they're the same shape and they're the same size. Now, let's talk about naming some of their same sides. So for example, if I wanted to name the congruent sides here of triangle ABC, I know that line AC, so this is how we name the line AC, okay, and that's this line here on the side, line AC. I know that it's the same size and shape, or it's congruent to line DF. How do I know that? Well, because they both have one hash mark. So DF. Notice I started with A, where the angle that has two kind of hash marks there. So I have to also start with D when I name this. So DF is the name of the line that's congruent to that line. Okay, now what about, let's say, EF? EF is congruent to which line over here in the first triangle? Well, it has to be BC, not only because it has two hash marks, but also it has to be BC because I started with E here, so I have to start with B here, the same angle. So this is line BC that are congruent. Okay, and I know that because of the number of hash marks they have, and I also know that because this one with three hash marks, this angle is the starting point, and then it ended with one that only had one. Same with this one, so they're corresponding angles and sides. Okay, now let's name some angles, and I'm going to use three letters to name an angle. Let's I'm gonna use a different color. Let's name this angle right here. Okay, some people would call it angle F, but we're gonna use the long name. We're gonna name it angle EFD. Is congruent to. So if I started in E, went to F in the middle, that's the angle we're talking about here, D. Well, then I have to do the same in the others. I got to start with the same kind of corresponding angle. So then this would be the congruent angle there. So I would have to name that angle BCA. Angle BCA. So the order of the letters do matter. The angle that you're naming, that letter always goes in the center. And it would be wrong for me to say angle ACB, just because it would be in the wrong order. It wouldn't be in the corresponding spot. So let's do one more angle. Let's do the top angle. Let's say that's angle D, right? But I'm not going to call it D. I'm going to give it a full name of FDE. FDE. And that is congruent to, so if I started with F last time to name this angle here, then I have to start with C this time. So angle CAB. Okay. Go ahead and see if you can name that angle right there and tell me the name of the angle that's congruent to it.